momentarily. I didn't do anything to him. I don't know if that man is going to do something to him. You can do that outside in the break. Please do beat him up. Yeah. Fuck you, Malta. Anyways, so the next comedian is very exciting. He's a visiting comedian from England. Ooh. Say ooh. Suspense. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the next comedian now. His name is Mike. Mike, please come to the stage.
All right, Denmark, are we excited to be out on a Sunday night? All right, that's what I'm talking about. I love the fact she tried to build me up, going, he's come all the way from England, and nobody gave a fuck. My kind of crowd. Now, I arrived here yesterday, and let me just tell you what I've noticed as an outsider, first time visiting Denmark. Why are you all so good looking? All of you, right? Your country, do you know your country is known for being sexy? Are you aware this is your reputation around the world? Vikings and sexy. And that makes me very jealous, because my country is known for Mr. Bean and genocide. So I'm very jealous. But I'm very excited to be here. As I said, I knew I wasn't in London today, right? Because on the way here I got a bit lost, and I stopped, and I asked a stranger for directions. And I kid you not, nobody got stabbed. What? What a place! But as I say, before I came here, I went to an Indian restaurant, in fact, and I asked for the spiciest thing on the menu, right? Because I don't like to enjoy my travels. And I ate the spiciest thing on the menu, and then I came here. And by the time I got here, I think it's fair to say, that meal's kicked in. And I ran straight to the bathroom, because I desperately needed some cocaine. Do you know what I mean? Just to take the edge off. No, I'm very excited to be here. I know you guys don't have Uber here, do you? You have something else. But do we all know what Uber is? Feel free to vocalise your responses. Yes, okay, fantastic. Right, so I got an Uber to the airport, London end. Right, when I got in the Uber, the driver turned to me and went, do you know what, mate? I almost didn't accept this ride based on your score. And I thought, fucking hell, what's going on here? Got my phone out, got the app up, checked my score, 3.2 stars as a passenger. Turns out in the last month, I received 3 1-star ratings from drivers. And when they leave you a score that low, they have to leave a comment as to why. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what my comment said, and you guys try to guess how sober I was for any of these trips. Comment number 1, he kept challenging me to a rap battle. Comment number 2, he kept calling me a pussy because I wouldn't race other Uber drivers. And comment number 3, he tried to skip the bill on a prepaid taxi. That's the kind of guy I am, apparently. Now, I've had a bit of a weird week. The other day I went to the STI clinic. Give me a cheer if you've been. Woo! Okay. Okay, good for whoever cheered. So to the rest of the liars in the room, the STI clinic's a bit of a weird place. When you get in there, at least in the UK, a nurse will invite you into her office and ask a bunch of embarrassing and personal questions. Question 1, Mike, when was the last time you had sex? I said 3 days ago. She said, did that include oral sex? And I went, you're fucking right it did. And I can tell she wasn't amused by my answer. 1, by her stern face. And 2, by how long it took her to return my high five. And the last thing they ask you in this sort of place, she said, Mike, have you ever had sex with someone from outside of Europe? I said, yes. She She went, okay, what country were they from? I said, Britain. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my cleverest joke. And, as I say, I'm going to hit you with big news. I've got myself a girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, that's more enthusiasm than she shows about it. But thank you for getting on board. I'm in a mixed race relationship. Now, usually, I ask if anyone else in the audience is in a mixed race relationship, but we're in Denmark. So I feel like I can just take an educated guess. And I often get asked, is it any different being in a mixed race relationship than being in a relationship with someone from the same race? And let me tell you, it's exactly the same. We argue over the same bullshit as everyone else does. Like, Mike, pick up your socks. Mike, it's your turn to make dinner. Mike, why are you on Tinder? Same stuff that everyone else argues over. Right? She said to me recently, she went, Mike, I can't trust you to wash the dishes properly. Which to me is crazy, because she does trust me to pull out properly. And I feel like one of them is much higher stakes. She's like, I don't trust you to get the tea stain out properly, but I do trust you not to turn us into a family. Right? And so she moved from India to the UK 2 years ago, and we've been together for 1 year. Which means in the last 12 months, I have watched more Bollywood movies than the previous 35 years of my life combined. And if anyone here has never seen a Bollywood movie before, don't worry, I'm going to tell you how all of them go. Man meets woman, they fall in love, one of their parents has a problem with it, there's a 25-minute dance sequence, and then they get married. And that is regardless of genre. It could be a romance film, a horror film, porn, doesn't matter. It's always the same. And because she grew up exclusively on Bollywood movies, it meant she'd never seen a Hollywood film before, Western cinema. And I had a unique opportunity to introduce her to Hollywood films. And I thought, what would be a good first film? And I chose the film Titanic. So I thought that film's got a bit of everything. Bit of drama, bit of tragedy, tits. Again, what more do you want? So we sat there, we watched the film, and afterwards I turned to her and I said, so what did you think of the film? She said, I thought that was amazing. But I did not see that twist coming. And I went, what twist? She went, the fucking ship sank, right? Where did that come from? She thought it was a rom-com on a boat. And she went, did you know that was going to happen? I was like, yes! Like, this is based off like true events that's actually happened. And she went, so why would you make a film about such an engineering failure? I was like, I don't know, but we did, and we bang on about it all the fucking time. So recently I went to India to meet her parents for the first time, right? And she told them that I'm white 2 days before I got there, right? Now obviously, they have an idea of who they were gonna, force her to marry, and it's not someone who looks like me. And I'm fully aware I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna be disappointed because I'm not, a doctor, right? And she said to me, Mike, whatever you do, I know you're a comedian, but don't make any jokes to my family. It's far too important. We only get one go at this. They already don't like you. So you don't make any jokes, right? You have to take it seriously. And I had to show so much restraint, okay? To give you an idea of how much restraint I showed. Her brother's name is Ashok. And he's an electrician. And I couldn't say anything? And the thing is, like, I'm all for joke. If I had a brother and his job was to inject Botox and his name was Philip, fucking go for it. Or if I had a brother and he had a 1-inch penis and his name was Justin, go for it. Do you know what I mean? Now, I hope you guys have a good year so far. I'm actually having the best year of my life. 2024 has been fantastic to me. Last year, that was not the case. Last year I was very, very sick, ladies and gentlemen. I had a kidney problem. Okay, and my kidney problem got so bad I got rushed to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, the doctor took me to a private room and said, Mr. Frankland, we're going to give you the strongest painkillers that we're allowed to give. And I was like, get in. And then she gave me a pill this big. And I said, I can't swallow that. And she said, you're not meant to. It was a suppository, right? And she gave me no further instructions on what to do. She just left the room. But before she left, she did turn to me and say, don't spit on it. And she was correct to do so, because I was definitely going to spit on it. Right? Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never put anything up my bum before. Right? I've never put anything up my ass before, and it's not as easy as it looks. Is it, mate? It's not. I tried everything. I tried going underneath, I tried going around the back, and I feel like I can be honest with you, my arsehole was not cooperating with me. Right? I'm trying to put the pill in. To give you guys a visual, has anyone ever tried to feed a child vegetables before? That's what my arsehole was doing. I'm trying to put the pill in, and it's just like... It's not having it. So I had to try and trick it into taking the pill. So I was like, here comes the plane. Right? And the thing is, my arsehole nearly fell for it. Okay? At the last second, it just went, whoa! That's not a lady's tongue! Get away! It wasn't having it. Right? And it's not like there's YouTube how-to videos on this. And even if there was, I wouldn't click on them, because that'll fuck up your suggested videos for life. You've picked a very strange time to arrive. I do apologise. We're talking about putting stuff off our bums. Excellent, you're on board. Right, so I did what any normal person would do in this situation. I Googled it. Would you like to know what comes up if you Google how to put something up your ass? The best videos you've ever seen come up. That's what happens. Now, apparently I've taken too long, because the doctors come back in and found me watching anal porn in the hospital. And I became the first man in history who was legitimately watching anal porn for research purposes. No, last year was a big year for me though. Last year I turned 35, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes. And on my 35th birthday, Facebook sent me a notification. It went, hey Mike, here's something you put on Facebook when you were 19. So I thought, right, let's see what this guy has to say for himself. 19-year-old me had written a list. Things I want to accomplish by the time I'm in my 30s. So I thought, right, let's see how close I came to accomplishing 19-year-old me's dreams. First thing he put, own my own house. Oh, bless him. Second thing he put, have a job that pays at least 100 grand a year. Ah, not with the grades he got in school. This is the same guy who thought it was funny that his final grades spelled out the word fudge. This is the same guy in his first day of work experience on a construction site spent an hour and a half trying to find a fallopian tube. This is the same guy during biology in school when a teacher said, does anyone know what a cervix is? Put his hand up and said, is that what Jesus died on? He wasn't a bright kid. So to celebrate turning 35, ladies and gentlemen, I went on holiday with my mum. Yeah, me and my mum, we went to Spain for 2 weeks. And about 9 days in, my mum started getting cocky. She wanted to order her food in Spanish. We were in Benidorm, ladies and gentlemen. There's no need for it there. But she said, Mike, how do you order a chicken sandwich in Spanish? Now, for those of you who don't speak Spanish in the room, the Spanish for chicken is pollo. And the Spanish for penis is polla. And ladies and gentlemen, I saw an opportunity to stitch my mum right up. The waiter came over, said, "What would you like to eat?" And with all the confidence in the world, my mum turns to him and says, "Hola. Uno pollo sandwich, por favor." The waiter started laughing. He looks at me, I'm pissing myself. And out of nowhere, my mum just goes, "Grande!" Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Pedro's been a pretty good stepdad so far. Ladies and gentlemen, mine with Michael Franklin, thank you very much.
I told you to ooh and it was worth it. Okay.